Back at Pike's Peak International Raceway, caution flying for the first time today on lap number 30. And that's the reason that car number 80 having trouble with the turn 4 wall. A close encounter of the concrete kind, unfortunately, for Mark Krogh, a young driver out of Idaho, the Clearwater Forest Industry Chevrolet. And that will bring out the safety car.
We're going to take a half turn out of the left. Pits are open.
Back at Pikes Peak International, that must be our signal for caution flags. We go to commercial in the yellow wave. This one a pretty hard hit in turn 2 by 27-year-old Matt Hutter, leading Rookie of the Year contender. Meanwhile, while he's sitting there waiting for some wrecker service, we will have service on pit road as the leaders head down at 45 miles an hour. Let's show you why the caution came out for Matt Hutter, our leading Rookie of the Year contender. He got a little help, I think, over in turn 2. May have had some contact. Hard to tell from that angle, Steve, because the car was already starting to spin sideways, but some of our spotters said he may have gotten a bit of a tap. Let's see if we can see, watching from the onboard camera of Stanton Barrett.
It's still pretty hard to see because he was pretty much sideways before the camera angle got to it, and the in-car camera couldn't really show far enough ahead, so it's going to be hard to pass false judgment on somebody that's or wrongly accuse somebody that put the 36 car in the wall.
Exactly. If you don't see it, don't talk about it. Welcome back to Pikes Peak International Raceway here in Fountain, Colorado. Just a half a lap ago, the 00 of Roy Buckshot Jones made a move, really courtesy of a slower car. He made the move on the inside of Jeff Purvis, who got hung up beside a lap car to make the pass. See if we can show you what happened just a moment ago.
Well, this is Buckshot down on the inside of Jeff Purvis, and it looks like Jeff Purvis got stuck behind a lap car, and Buckshot was able to get by on the inside pretty unscathed.
And we got trouble in turn 3, between turns 3 and 4.
Fire down the straightaway. I don't know if it's a gear or what, but just, I mean, I'm losing car length at least every straightaway, so needs to be a little freer. I don't know if it was that satisfaction.
All right, Tim Fedewa's car comes to rest over there as we bring out the caution for the third time. Check in with John Kernan.
Hermie Sadler just came in and pitted a few laps ago. This is the right front tire. Look at this. The tread completely gone. We were talking a major blister off the right front tire. He had to come in, and this is with only 35 laps on the tire. Let's go down to Marty Reed.
Well, you want to talk about some delamination. The Goodyear guys are really concerned about this. This is the tire, the right front also, that came off of the 66 car of Elliott Sadler. And you can see, I mean, this thing's a mess. He was lucky to make it back, guys.
Speaking of lucky to make it back, here's the power team Chevy Monte Carlo of Joe Bessie. He was involved in that incident. Right side damage. He did jams the brakes on, slides into his power team pits. Now the crew will go to work on that car. Tough break for the driver who started on the outside of the front row. Bessie's car number 6 sustained some right front damage, right side damage. As the crew now working on the right of that machine. And Steve Park, you see those tires, it makes you, gotta make you glad you're sitting up here today.
Yeah, you're not kidding. I mean, with all the tire trouble that they're having, we didn't think we'd see it this late in the race. We thought we might have seen this early on. Go ahead, John.
Let's check in at his pits with John.
Well, Steve, you just said it looked like he had a great car. Just talked to Steve Bird.
Still there.
He said Randy says the car is still pretty, it's extremely loose getting into the turns.
Still there.
So it's amazing he can run as well as he can with a very loose race car, but he does look awfully fast as he tries once again on the inside. It looks like he's got the block one.
As Steve Park said a moment ago, great run for Randy LaJoie, whose best finish this year of 4th, coming earlier in the year at Nashville, up at Opryland at the Nashville Speedway.
I tell you what, most of these leaders last pitted on lap 45, so pit stop should be coming up real soon.
Back at Pikes Peak International, 4th caution flag today comes out. Stanton Barrett's Channel Lock Chevrolet spins up in turn 4. And he is not a happy camper. Gets out and points to his helmet, trying to signal someone that, hey, use your head. Obviously, let's see if we can see what may have happened.
Looks like the 3 car gets a good run on the bottom, and just right there, looks like it just got into the back from a little bit. Maybe took the air off the spoiler.
Looks like Little E may have given him a little help there in the turns. And Stanton Barrett, rightfully so, not very happy about that tap. He was having a pretty good run in the Channel Lock Chevrolet for Doug Taylor. All right, let's see if we can see from his bumper cam on the Channel Lock Chevrolet.
Let's see if we see the bumper move a little bit. If there was a shot, it wasn't a hard shot except for when he hit the wall. So it might have been a combination of taking some of the air off the spoiler and maybe just a little bit of a nudge, and he's definitely not happy.
Well, he was not happy at all. He got out and pointed to his helmet as Dale Earnhardt Jr. came by. Boy, not happy. After a great run in qualifying for that Channel Lock car, I'm told that Stanton Barrett may be able to drive that car some more when Kevin LePage is not available, and I'm also told that they may even consider putting Kerry Earnhardt in that car.
Yeah, that was rumored that Kerry might be in the 40 car, but here's Randy LaJoie heating up them new tires he's got, and he's pretty happy with his car, and we'll go down to the pits to John Kernan.
Well, back at Pikes Peak International West, we are under caution for the 5th time today. The caution coming out of lap 168. Tough break for Mike Dillon, the Detroit gasket car. Those are the cars involved in the crash. Mike Dillon, Glenn Allen, Dale Earnhardt Jr. up in turn 4. Let's show you what happened here just a moment ago.
It looked like Mike Dillon just lost it and spun by himself, and then collected up a couple cars behind him, including Glenn Allen and Dale Earnhardt Jr. So I don't think Dale Earnhardt Jr. hit anything. Here's another look at it right here. We can probably see. He did. He touched the 59 car, Ron Hornaday, and got him turned around. And then Glenn Allen there was just a victim getting spun, trying to avoid it. And I think Dale just slowed down. I'm not sure if he hit anything or not with the right side. And then downshifted a gear and carried on.
All right, from the Peebles Department Store onboard camera from Hermie Sadler. Watching behind, and Hermie just misses getting tagged by the 99 car as Glenn Allen slides to avoid it. There's the Luxair Chevrolet of 1996.
Gotta go.
All right, John Montz on the crew chief there.
42, watch your speed. Come on,
Like
go hard,
track bar in the back. Looks like the rear's either cocked or shoved out the wrong way, where it's making the car kind of crab across the racetrack there. So you're going to see him back in another lap.
Back at Pikes Peak under the 6th caution flag today. You see the reason there. Buckshot Jones tagged the wall. Marty, you're there in the pits.
Buckshot, who made 112 laps on that last set of tires, and here we are seeing a flat right front. Have not been able to see the condition of the tire that's coming off, but this has cost him his chance at victory today.
All right, Buckshot Jones was second, and prior to that tire, cutting a tire, he brushed the wall over in turn 2. And just prior to that, a moment ago, Tony Stewart had a problem in the 44 car. You saw him racing side by side with Dale Earnhardt Jr. with Phil Parsons right behind him. Let's show you what happened a moment ago while we were in break.
Looks like he gets off in the corner, and Dale Jr. just gives him a little bit of a shot there and got him forced up high. Probably got tired of racing side by side with him, so decided that he was going to have to get underneath him and get ahead of him to carry on.
Well, Tony Stewart saved the car, got up across the racetrack up in the marbles, held on to it, has not been back on the pit road. Thought he might have had a tire going down, and when the car got loose as it came off turn 4 that time, but it did not. He has fallen back to 9th position. So with this 6th caution flag today, we'll reset the field for you. Back at Pikes Peak International, the safety car pulls away.
Get ready and be on your toes. He said, move on. Come on, Vince. Green.
And Phil Parsons will lead him down. 224 laps in the book, so he had trouble with a couple of lap cars on the inside getting in line, but this track is so wide, it all sorts out pretty easily down in turn 1.
When that pace car dropped off, it didn't look like they were going to go green, and you heard the spotter say stay on your toes, and the green was out.
All right, Phil Parsons just 26 laps away from his win, as they are 3 wide coming out of turn 4. That brings the crowd to their feet.
This is exactly the race we wanted to see. They're 3, 4 wide and 3 and 4 deep. And Earnhardt.
Whoa, Dale Earnhardt is in the wall. Slides up. Still no caution flag. He went up across the racetrack and bounced it off the concrete wall. Got him a Pikes Peak stripe up there, and they've seen a little bit of smoke out of the right side. He's got to have a tire rubbing.
They're all around you.
They can't afford to pit under the green here, so they're going to take a good look at it, have their spotter take a good look at it, make sure they don't have a good tire rub on it.
And the 44 car also by. Tony Stewart has tapped the wall in the Shell Pontiac. And he gets a little smoke. The 34 car of McLaughlin has come into contact.
Those guys, Tony Stewart and Mike McLaughlin, they were just rubbing hard down the front stretch here. I wouldn't be surprised if those guys didn't cut their tires down, rubbing on each other real hard.
They were battling for 4th and 5th position. Here is the points leader, McLaughlin, in. Here is Kenseth in the 2nd spot in front of Jeff Purvis.
He's been real quick. He's been quick on old tires, and he's been quick on new tires.
See if we can show you what happened a moment ago with the incident down there. All kinds of things. Watch the 34 car and the 44.
3 and 4 wide. And Dale Jr. got up in the loose stuff here. You could see the smoke coming from the back of the car and just got into the wall with the back of the car, and hopefully not bad enough that it knocked the tire alignment out.
A little bit different angle this time, head on coming in.
Right here, it looked like he got a little bit of a shot from Tony Stewart, who got him pushed up in the loose stuff. And right here, he can't turn the car. He's praying for it to turn, and then boom, right there.
All right, from Hermie Sadler's People's Department Store on board, looking back at it. Earnhardt just trying to avoid the back of Sadler so he doesn't run in all over Sadler and gets his car skating up across the racetrack. And then, of course, one lap later, the 44 and the 34 had their troubles.